Hey everybody! How you guys doing? You guys looking good. Good to see you guys. Let's make it happen. All right. Welcome, welcome. Diane, good to see you. Louis. Yeah, everybody turn on your camera, okay? This is real Dr. Chau. This is not Dr. Chau AI, okay? This is real Dr. Chau, so I want to see the real you. All right, who's the real you? Please stand up, okay? Please turn on your camera in this case. Turn on your camera, all right? Good, good. Good to see you guys. What's your biggest why? Where you guys calling from? Put down in the chat. Why are you here? Okay, that's the most important thing. It's all about you tonight. And first of all, pass on the back for being here, because I know it's not easy. Take time out of your day. I don't take it lightly at all, you know? So definitely, if you're here, then be here. Turn on your camera, guys. We'd love to see you. Brenda from Michigan, welcome, welcome. What's your biggest why? What's your biggest why? I can see you guys. What's your dream? If anything is possible, imagine a year from now waking up to your dream lifestyle. What is it? For me, it's waking up to the beach every single day. I'm right here, literally on the beach, one of the most bougiest beach of California, or if not of the world. And then able to travel whenever I want to go. Right? Just went back, got back from 3 months in Costa Rica. The way that we travel, we book a one-way ticket to a country, and however long we like it, that's how long we're gonna stay. Okay, so we were gonna stay for 2 months. For 2 weeks, and I would like so much to stay for 2.5 months. And then at the end of it, we had a friend who told us about Tulum, so we decided to go to Tulum last minute for like 2 weeks. It was amazing, the best time of our life, right? And that's what I'm talking about: absolute freedom, not just money freedom, but time freedom, relationship freedom, and location freedom. So today I want to share with you my experience, how I was able to retire when I was 33, 7 years ago, retire my mom, my dad. And since then, I've helped hundreds and hundreds of people just like you to get absolute freedom as well. Okay, whoever your mentor is at your job or wherever, see if they can do that. If they can have all these kind of freedoms, you can take up 3 months and go to another country, stay at mansions and four stars. Four seasons hotel, 5-star resort all the time. If they can't do that, you might want to look for a different mentor. Okay, might look at a different circle. Okay, so my mentor are all billionaires right behind me. From Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins to Sir Richard Branson. Man, that one is absolutely incredible hanging out with them at their mansion, at their yacht, the conversations they talk about. You know what they talk about? How to make the world a better place, how to build a foundation for kids, how to get rid of sex trafficking. We raised like $5 million for sex trafficking in Asia with Tony Robbins in one night. Sir Richard Branson hosting the elders at his $200 million island, and talk about the world's biggest issue and challenges, and get water for Africa, and get clean energy, all these things. That's where I'm heading, guys, and I'd love for you guys to be a part of it, right? And that's why you are here, and I applaud you for that. Possibly leasing my home. Okay, Brenda. All right, cool. Travel. Where you want to be travel to, Diane? Okay, where do you guys want to go? Okay, put down in the chat. What's your dream? What's your dream destination? How long will you stay? Who with you? Okay, all this is important. I want to know all of it so I can help you. Okay, so I'll do everything in my power to make it worth your while. Okay, how I went from absolutely nothing. We were literally like we were immigrant with no English, no connections. You grew up in the ghetto. Four of us live on a one-bedroom apartment, to get absolute freedom today without owning any properties that you need. You don't have to do that. You don't have to have any employees for this. You don't have to have any real estate experience. Okay, so sounds too good to be true. Well, challenge me. Give me a focus hour of your life. That's it. This focus hour, and I will show you everything in my power to make it worth your while. And stay to the end. I will give you the blueprint, the formula, every single take for you to do this yourself as well. Okay? Sounds good? That's all I ask for, is your undivided attention for this next hour. Will change your life forever. Will you do that? All right? Cool. So I invested over $1 million into myself, my mindset, my strategy, literally $1 million of my lifetime. 20 years entrepreneurship, got my MBA as well. Okay. So I want to tell you that it's over the one vehicle that helped me get absolute financial freedom. Samuel Cartwright, good to see you guys, brothers, sisters. Good to see you. Yes. So with the $1 million in 20 years entrepreneurship, I discovered this one vehicle that helped me get absolute financial freedom, right? And again, I'm not talking about just money freedom. I'm talking about time freedom, relationship freedom, and location freedom. Whether it's play poker with Grant on his yacht or go and jump in the hot spring, natural hot spring in Tony Robbins' mansion, literally in his backyard, and a cold plunge. It's crazy. Or play chess with Sir Richard Branson or these billionaires, mentor of mine. I refuse to give up. That's why I learned. I learned from the right people. Okay, so, and I will share with you everything I learned from all these billionaires for you today, as much as I can. Sounds good? Okay, and stay to the end. I will tell you who win the game of chess with Sir Richard Branson. Okay, remind me on the chat. I'll let you. It's a cool story. But it's not just me. It's what is possible for my students. All right. So, for example, these two students met within my community. They partner up, and within a couple months, they got 2 properties. Each of them making them $8,000, $9,000 a month. So, boom, right? That's what literally within a few months they replaced their income that took them 10 years to get to. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Or insurance housing, where insurance will pay up front a lot of time. Like Sunny here, 3 months stay through insurance, they pay up front. That's what I'm talking about. That is amazing. With 90% extension rate. How many one of those, right? Extension. We have 80% extension rate versus the traditional rental or vacation rental where you got like no extension, okay? Or if you who are near moms and dads, right? Busy mom, my hat go after you, right? I mean, I retired my mom, God bless her, and all of that. And all the moms, I don't know how you guys do it. For example, Ann and Amanda both have very little kids, like 2 kids for Ann and like 5 kids for Amanda. And they came to me like, how am I gonna make it work while I, so busy with my job, they're working full time as well. You know what? I showed them within literally 2-3 months, they're able to make $20,000-$30,000 a month and retire from that. And then they travel around the world. Every single week is a vacation, and I have the testimonial. You can go on beyondbbseries.com/testimonials, see hundreds of my testimonials. The best part is all of my advisors and all the people that graduate from my mentorship, they able to help back and give back to the community. That's what it's all about. We got, whether you're a truck driver like Uriah here on the right, where he came to me when he was frustrated, working 50 hours a week, never see his family, to now within a year, help him to scale to 20 properties and make over $300,000-$400,000 a year, more than doctors make. And the best part is he's not working 40-50 hours a week like most doctors out there. He's working 4-hour work week, okay, and travel the world. That's what I'm talking about. That can happen for you. Or like Ann, who had 2 little kids and a lawn processor, working 40-50 hours a week. Within 1 month, she did 4 deals and make $10K a month right away, okay? And then she scaled up to 20 properties, and now she's making about $30-$40K a month, and travel with her families as well, all over the world. Every single week is a vacation, okay? My goal today is show you how to make 6 figures, almost semi-passive income, like 4-hour work week, beyond Airbnb that nobody else is teaching, okay? Everybody else is talking about Airbnb, all this, vacation rental stuff, and I've been telling everybody, hey, don't do vacation rental. It's a lot of headaches. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of risks involved. Y'all remember COVID? All the vacation rental shut down overnight, okay? My company survived and thrived, not because I was great or whatever, because I asked myself one important question: who is my ideal client? My ideal client, is it a mom and pop who can lose their job like that? Or is it a vacationer who can just decide to cut off their vacation if time get tough, right? That's the first thing people cut, is the vacation. Well, then the better client are what? Corporate clients, companies who have to come to work, right? You still got to show up to work. It doesn't matter if you like it or not. It's a necessity, not a want, right? Luxury vacation is a want. Corporate housing is a need. You get it? Insurance housing is a need. You get it? A family go through a disaster, flood, hurricane, renovation. They have to get a house fixed. Insurance is paying for it. You get it? And they will stay. So my story: immigrant from Vietnam, came up to America, thought the way to get freedom. First of all, we started sleeping like one tiny bedroom in the ghetto, 4 of us, literally my mom, my dad, my sister, and I, in one bed, no English, no connections. And I thought the way to get freedom is what? To get the American dream is what? Become a doctor, a lawyer, right? So that's what exactly what I did. So we sacrificed like everything to get me to my doctor level, like pharmacist, MBA, all of that, right? And it was not easy. It was probably harder. I made millions of dollars, and this is harder than making millions of dollars, okay? So it was really tough, okay? Medical PhDs are the toughest, okay? So when I got it, though, I thought I made it. I graduated, got my white coat, got a great job, 6 figures income, all of that. And I was like, Mom, Dad, I'm gonna take care of you the rest of my life. The next thing I know, I won the Pharmacy of the Year award because my work my butt off, you know. Within the first year, I won the Pharmacy of the Year for a Fortune 1 company. I thought I made it. Whoa, yes, right? And then they sat me down. They said, hey, you're doing great. I'm gonna give you a raise. All right, what is? Ooh, I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna travel the world. Yeah, give you a 2% raise. Okay, doesn't even keep up with inflation, all right? And then they cut my staff by 30% because they know that I can handle it, right? Cut my literally staff by 30%. Why? Because they know that I can handle it. And I'm like, okay. And then I look at my mentor who's there 20, 30 years my senior, and I don't want the lifestyle that they have. They just got more work, a little bit more raise, but doesn't do anything. And they're more frustrated and burnt out. So just look at the mentor where you're at. If they're not where you want to go, you might want to change different circles, different strategy, different mentor, right? So, and that's what I did, okay? But I was trapped, right? Because I was a corporate slave, I felt, okay? They tell me jump, and I said, ask how high, right? I want to take a vacation, I got to put in the 3 months notice, and I was praying to see if they could even get me off for that week or not, you know? I was like, this is not the way to live. And on top of it all, my mom was diagnosed with cancer at the time. So I was like, I gotta make this work, right? So I then tried every kind of businesses out there. Anybody in here tried drop shipping before? You know, multi-level marketing, day trading, opening up a franchise, invest in multifamily, storage units, become a realtor, traditional real estate. I tried all this. And all of these are great opportunity. Don't get me wrong. But the thing is, they don't give you passive income, okay? I still had to trade a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy for it. And I was like, this is not the way to get passive income and retire. So then I went to pay the big bucks to learn from the big boys. The big boys with the B, the billionaires boys, okay? If your mentor is not billionaires, you might want to listen to some billionaires, okay? Like the Tony Robbins, the Sir Richard Branson, the Grant Cardone. What do they do? The number one way for them to get to where they at and get absolute freedom is what? Put down in the chat. What's the holy grail to financial freedom? They all have one thing in common. They have a lot of multiple streams of income backed up by real estate. That's the key, okay? Now, I finally figured out the key, right? After trying everything else, because everything else is all like just a job, okay? What the challenge is, I was saving up money and buy a rental house. You bought rental houses before? It took me like 3 to 5 years to buy a rental house, and I was making like $200-300 a month. And I was like, I needed 10K a month back then, which is like 20K a month now. So I did the math. I needed would be like 30 houses to make 10K a month. Well, if it took me 3 to 5 years to save up money to buy a house, how long would it take me to have 30 houses? 100 years. I was like, I don't want to wait 100 years. Anybody want to wait 100 years? No, right? So what is a better idea? What is a better way? Okay. Now, but before we get into that, I will share that with you. But with this, why are these doesn't really work to get the absolute freedom? Because all of these require you, like for drop shipping, you need thousands of customers, to make like $20 off per customer. Multi-level marketing, like another pyramid scheme, you can need 1,000 people to make any money, to make real money, right? And then day trading, you can get like, even if you make good money, you can lose it all in 1 week because you are fighting against hundreds of thousands of professionals that are working as a team instead of just you, okay? Opening up a franchise, traditional real estate, traditional restaurant, traditional business, dry cleaner, all that, we try all of that. Too much overhead, too much headache. Okay, multifamily, what you put money in it, and then they give you like a 5%. I was like, that's nothing. You can make 100% return. By the end of of this presentation, I'm going to show you how to make 100% return on your money, fully controlled by you. You know, you see the problem with bigger deals, multifamily, commercial deal and all that, you need like 5-6 different partners. So you don't have you can't control the deal, okay? You have to go to 5-6 different partners and 50 to 100 different investors. There's no relationship freedom there. Does that make sense? That's what I don't like about it. Becoming a realtor, a traditional mortgage broker, all of that, they all had to work overtime, nighttime, weekend. I don't like that either, right? So frustrated, burnt out, and I was trapped. And I was lost, miserable, and rock bottom because I was working full-time, doing side hustle. I was working more than 60, 70 hours a week and not really getting anywhere. But that is when I met somebody who gave me the epiphany. What if you don't have to own the property? You can rent it and then sublease it out and make money. Here's the crazy thing. Does Airbnb even own any properties? You guys know? No, right? Airbnb don't even own any property, and yet they become the biggest hospitality company in the world in the shortest amount of time. Why? Because they understand how to leverage OPP. Write that down. Leverage other people's properties. OPP. That is the key. When you can leverage other people's property, let them do the hard work. Let them qualify for the loan. Let them do the rehab, put in 50K, 100K. Let them deal with the contractor. Let them put in another year to rehab and everything ready. You go in there and you rent it with the right to sublet it, or you can co-host it or manage it and make money right away from it. Does it sound good? The sky's the limit when you can do that. Make sense? So the old model is when you exchange your time for money directly, like a job. And 1 hour of your life, you go X amount of dollars. Salary is even worse because they overwork you, they underpay you. And what we told, put money to 401k IRA. 50 years from now, we might be able to be alive and still enjoy it. I mean, come on, you know, that don't work, right? The old model is definitely broken. You understand that? I mean, have you guys ever seen anybody who actually do this model and actually retire multi-millionaire and actually is in their 30s and enjoy life like we do? No, right? This model is for people who want to retire in their 70s or 60s, and they don't even like. I mean, who knows where your money gonna go after that either, or who knows you even be alive, right? No, the new model is this. Take a picture of this. You want to create an equitable, scalable business where you do not directly exchange your time for money. You want to earn money while you sleep, guys. That's the most important thing, okay? Anybody can make 6 figures working their butt off. Doctor, lawyer, do it all the time. I was one, right? But if you want to make true freedom, you want to earn money in your sleep. And the only business where you really earn money in your sleep is what? The rental business. Literally, they sleep at your property, you make money. Okay, you make money in your sleep, right? And then you want to reinvest into your business for years to come, and then you have multiple streams of income backed up by real estate. That is the holy grail to financial freedom. It's not the job, it's not the one house, it's not one business. It's multiple streams of income backed up by real estate, right? Why? For example, when I was a pharmacist, I'm making 6 figures. All of you guys are making good money sometime too. I know you guys are very professional here, you know. Always in my mind, question is what if something happened to me? What happened to my family? What if I lose my license? What happened to my family? What if I make a mistake, somebody sue me? What happened to, I lose all the license, everything that I did? What happened to my family? Is the company really gonna take care of them? No, right? Remember, I only have one source of income. Even though I was making 6 figures, it's only one source of income. You get it? It's all dependent on me. I was stressed out like crazy. So listen to me, guys. If you guys only have one source of income or two sources of income, you're in a very dangerous place. At any moment, something can happen. You can lose it, and then what's going to happen, right? You can't pay the mortgage. You can't pay the foreclosure. All of that stuff. It's real. Life's real. I met a lot of people. Even the government employees are not safe anymore. With what's going on right now, I have a lot of people who let go even if they have government jobs, right? So your business is to expand to get a lot of rental properties to get multiple sources of income. Imagine you have 10 houses right now make you money while you sleep. 10 houses make you $20,000 a month, net profit. $30,000 a month, net profit. Does it matter if you show up to work? No. Does it matter if the new administration fire you? No. Does it matter if AI replacing your everything? No, right? AI is hacking every single thing. It's incredible. We actually have the best doctor and all that and all the stuff, and we ask AI and they spit out the same question that my doctor would answer me, but it would take me like 3 days for me to hear back from the doctor, and I had to drive there to see them. I just asked freaking ChatGPT and they give me the same answer. I'm like, whoa, this is so cool. So if you think your job is safe, wake up, guys. 5 years from now, 99% of the job gonna be replaced by AI, okay? The only thing the AI cannot replace is what? Where you and I be sleeping tonight. Everybody need a place to sleep, okay? So that's why in the rental business, it is the safest business with all this crazy stuff going on right now. Does that make sense? So you want to have multiple sources of income backed up by real estate so your family can sleep at night, you can sleep at night, you can retire. You don't have to worry about a thing. That's the key. All right, the hallways on your own. I was really confused about picking location, strategy, managing staff, hospitality experience. I had to close down more than 10 of these, corporate housing Airbnb before. I can save you from these nightmares, is what I'm trying to say. I lost hundreds of thousands of hours of sleep, okay? Because I had no mentor, no support group, no help with all the little stuff, okay? But even with that, I worked my way through, I scaled to 20-something corporate rental, and the rest is history, okay? So why is this different? The clients stay here for months instead of days. That is the biggest thing. The length of stay is about 30 times longer than an average vacation rental, which means that your workload is decreased by 30 times. Does that make sense? You can work 30 times less and make the same or even more. Is that incredible, right? The second thing is you can charge them 2 times the market rent while minimize management. Because the corporate clients, insurance clients, they have the most amount of money they're willing to pay, okay? It's 10 times less management than vacation rental, 10 times more freedom to you, okay? 10 times less risk and headaches because vacation rental, a lot of risk, party, drug, alcohol, all of that, right? So, because this is business to business, not business to consumer, remember that. Very important, because the corporation, the last thing the corporation want is somebody, suing them for $1 million, right? So if they owe you $10,000 or $20,000 in rent, they're just gonna cut you a check. Or if their employees damages their property, they just cut you a check. They don't want a lawsuit for $1 million. They have more to lose. You get it? So guess how many evictions we actually have for the past 10 years doing this with corporate rental? Okay, if you got 0, you're right. Okay, that's incredible. With any kind of rental, if you do it for 10 years, and I help hundreds of people that hundreds of properties, you're gonna get a lot of crazy evictions, crazy parties, all of that. We don't do any of that. I don't want that, right? I'm done with that. I had 20-something vacation rental at one point, and it was drove me nuts. Okay, that's no fun, right? And then you escape a lot of regulations and tax exempt because your is no longer a short-term stay; it's longer than 30 days. So you have a lot of that regulation. You can escape a lot of exemptions you can get as well. Now, disclaimer: we're not attorney, we're not CPA. This is not legal financial advice. Okay, we have built this community for a reason because we have seen so many people, not making it with a traditional rental or taking forever, 20, 30 years. Right, with the traditional long-term rental, and then the short-term rental game is so much headache, so much work. So the difference between short-term and midterm longer than 1 month, usually about 3 to 6 months. Okay, tenants are usually a lot more professional. They're working people, professional or insurance families who just need a place to stay when their home go through damage versus vacationer, partying, drug, alcohol. And then the management part. If you have a short-term rental, you are paying way too much in cleaning and supplies. Every single few days, you gotta pay for that, right? With midterm, you only pay for it once, and 3 months later, you pay for the cleaning. Actually, you get the clients pay for cleaning and then the supplies. So we did the math, okay? For one, if you just can do the simple conversion to midterm, you'll be saving at least $500 to $700 a month per deal. Because short-term, every single 3-4 days, imagine the supplies. That's $50 to $100, right? And an extra cleaning is what, $100 to $200. You add it all up, every month you're spending $500-$600 or more than midterm. You see, and you do that 10 times, that's $5,000-$6,000 a month of profit in your pocket. Okay. Now the difference in owning versus renting. Now, if you already have the houses, you own the houses, that's great. You can do this with that business, that's great. But when you want to scale and expand, right, then you really want to look at just subleasing other people's property. Why? Because for one house that you buy, rehab, you can do 10 of these called arbitrage for other people, okay, from other people's property, leveraging them. Do you want to make money from 10 houses or one house with the same amount of investment? Put down in the chat. Of course, 10 houses, right? You want to make money from the 10 houses now, or if you buy the property, you're going to wait like 30 years for you to buy all 10. Does that make sense? With 10 houses, you can make about $20,000 a month, $20,000 to $30,000 a month net, okay? So go out there and expand your business as fast as possible. And plus, for the same amount of investment, wouldn't you want to test out 10 different markets in A plus property, A plus neighborhood, instead of just one property? Right, exactly, right? Exactly. Because when you do arbitrage, you can choose A plus property in A plus neighborhood, because the difference in rent is only a few $100, but the difference in owning and buying the property could be hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Between A plus property, A plus neighborhood versus C property and C neighborhood. Where most people, when they buy property, they can only buy C property or B property because it's so much money, right? They can't afford it, right? And they on the mortgage, so they're at a very big risk as well, okay? Why do that when you can just do 10 arbitrage? Make money now and then go back and buy. Of course, owning real estate ultimately is the ultimate freedom. But for most people, if you don't have $20,000 to $30,000 passive income right now, you got to focus on that first. Get that done so your family is secure. Make sense? And then go back and buy more real estate. It's always there for you. What's the financial freedom formula? Month one, do one additional property, one additional deals, and you make $2,000 a month. Month two, you do two more, now you're $6K. Month three, you do two more, now you're $10K a month. In 3 months, guys, listen to me, 3 months, you can make more than most professionals make. That took them a lifetime to get there, $10,000 a month. In 6 months, you do this formula, you're making $20,000 to $30,000 a month. How many can retire or travel the world with $20,000, $30,000 a month? Okay, almost everybody, right? That's what I want you to get to. 6-month game plan to 6-figure income passively. Sounds good? That's it. We have so many people who have done that already, okay? Okay, so my only offer today is I'm gonna share with you my 4-step process here. Find the right location, A, as to sublease, S to set up to stand out, T to tap into the corporate clients. Okay, I'm gonna share with you what I can with that. But the most importantly, I wanna show you is the most important part is our community. This is my community, one of the biggest corporate housing network in America. We have properties in almost every major state, students in almost every major city, right? And we do it as a team because we are so much stronger as an army, as a team, right? Than an individual. Even Michael Jordan can't be a whole team of basketball players if he played by himself, right? So if you don't have an army, you don't have a team, leverage mine, okay? So if all this did is to get you the freedom formula, is it worth it? Absolute freedom would be worth it, right? Of course, okay? If all this did to give you the skill set to earn 6-figure income within 6 months, would be worth it? Of course. For me, yeah. It took me 8 years to get my doctorate to learn a skill set to making me 6-figure income. 8 years and $400,000 in tuition, okay? I don't recommend that route, okay? You can do this within months. If all this did to give you time with your loved one, would be worth it. I retired my mom, my dad, my grandma, God bless my grandma, right? My wife too, travel around the world. What's in it for you? What is it for you, okay? If you want to do this the traditional way, you need $2.5 million save up in 401k stock market to make 4% dividend to make you 100K a year. How long will it take you to save up $2.5 million? You don't have to answer me that, but for me, even at doctor level, it was like never, right? Or the easy way is do this part-time, leveraging everybody else's products and houses, and you can make your 6-figure income within months and never look back, like I did, okay? The best investment you can make in yourself, okay? That's Warren Buffett, the greatest investor of all time. The more you learn, the more you earn, okay? Mistake you will make when you leave here if you don't listen to me or to us is not knowing your market, not knowing which is a good deal or a bad deal, going at it alone, not leveraging mentors and their lessons, lack of motivation, lack of accountability. Think you know it all. I done all this, by the way, no judgment right here, okay? I done all of this. wonder aimlessly for years choosing corporate clients, right? Okay, so with that, my only offer today is my time to you. I want to help you. So I'm giving, for all my followers that have been following me for a long time, I'm giving 5 spots, one-on-one, free consultation, 1 hour, no strings attached. Who in here want it? Okay. Once the spot's gone, it's gone. So my team will put the link in the chat. Click on that, fill it out. It's by application only. I can't guarantee that you get it. Depending on what you answer in your application, and depending on the time slot that I have available, that's when you know. Now, even if you don't have that, or even if my spots fill up, I still have my advisor who will give you at least 20 to 30 minutes for free consultation. Okay, I really want to help you. It's my loyal followers for all this time. Sounds good? That's it. All right. That's all. That's all. I just want this is a free class, no strings attached. Put your credit card away. Don't pay nothing. All you gotta do is pay attention. All I ask for is to be coachable, to be transparent, and share this. Just share this class with other people. Share what we do with other people. Share my Airbnb profile with your friends, your family. Okay, that's all we ask for. Can you guys do that? Because my goal, my mission is to help 1 million families get financial freedom, break the generational curse, and build generational wealth. That's my life purpose. Okay, after I got my freedom when I was 33, retired when I was 33, travel around the world. After a couple years, I sit on the beach and I was like, what's my purpose in my life? I already retired my mom, my dad, my grandma, and all of that. I was like, okay, what's next? God showed me it's not about you anymore. It's about you helping 1 million families get financial freedom. And I stress family, because family is the strongest unit that is being attacked, especially in America, right? I want to bring that back. It's a family, okay? Break the generational curses and build the generational wealth, okay? All right, so any questions on what I covered so far? And then we're gonna go into more the meat, the detail, okay? So while I wait for the question flowing in, I'm gonna share with you a quick testimonial, and then I hope you can inspire by this testimonial, because this really inspired me. So check this out.
I'm officially leaving my pharmacist career, the job, next month. I'm gonna be drafting my resignation letter. Well, I have other business endeavor as well. So in addition to that, I'm gonna focus on that and then the corporate housing.
That is awesome. How much are you making now?
Well, on average, $20,000. Last month was my biggest month, of course. I grossed $50,000.
Wow.
First time.
How long did it take you to get there?
9 months now.
How long did it take you to be a pharmacist?
Forever.
I actually got 2 appointments on Tuesday for 2 houses.
Nice.
And I made a personal goal to at least get 8 houses before the end of the year. Yeah. And I'm going to do everything I can to beat that number.
That's $20K a month, baby. Let's go.
Started 5 months ago, and since then, an average of 1 every month. I'm at 6 right now. Just talked to another landlord last night. Looks like we'll probably sign number 7 here next week. It's exciting.
All right. How much you be making with this?
About $12,000 a month.
$12,000 a month. Yeah. It's so peaceful, man. Look at this guy. He's glowing. He's glowing. He got money all over his face, man.
I've been doing about 1 a month, but I think in the next 12 months, I want to do 20 in the next 12 months.
I'm a realtor in San Antonio. Life before was good, but life now is great. I started in mid-May or something like that. Got my property in June. Took about 2 weeks, furnished it, launched it. Less than 24 hours after that, I got a booking, and I've been 100% booked ever since.
Let's go. And how much profit are you making on that property per month?
I net about $3K a month from that property.
Yeah, you're not really doing much of anything, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing. The network you provide, man. The tools you provide, people we're around. You teach us so much knowledge, man.
I met Dr. Chau at one of the Tony Robbins events, and he told me about this business, so I decided to take action right away. My wife really loved this idea. It took me about a couple weeks. I got the place fixed up. It looked good. The first house, I averaged about $7,000 profit.
A month, by the way.
A month. I really like the program. Everything is good. I'm working on my second property. It's just that because I've been doing it for 3 months, so if I would have had 3 houses, I probably would have had another $50K or something in my pocket. It's good money, easy money. You'll be in some beach somewhere there and just, getting paid. So that's cool.
I am a student with Dr. Chau's mentorship. We finally got our rentals, our arbitrage, so everything's going good. We got our bookings. And yesterday we joined the elite. Honestly, with this, we get to know everything Dr. Chau knows. We get to be personal friends with him. It's so much like education because the value, it's way more than what he says. And in my opinion, it's the greatest thing that he's gonna do for everyone in this room. Thank you, Dr. Chau.
And how old are you?
I'm 15.
Let's go. Woo! If you don't get excited about that, your words are wet, okay? I'm just kidding. Got 15 years old, a single mom, and a truck driver. One of the guy you right on there was a truck driver. Make 6 figures within months. And the best part is he got 20-something source of income now from 20 houses. That's the best part. It's a freedom. It's not just the money. It's can you take off 3 months to Costa Rica like we did? Can you take off 2-3 months and just go one-way ticket to a country and never don't have to come back, or go on a 6 months cruise, whatever, right? Whatever it is for you. Okay. Okay, so other questions right now? Any other question? To get started with the arbitrage, you need 1 month rent, 1 month deposit, and furnitures. But you do co-hosting or you do management, you don't even have to have any of that money. So that's some zero money down strategy that I can go over as well. The coaching cost, this call is not for that. If you want, by invite only, we don't accept everybody as well. Book a free strategy call with us. I will give you as much as I can, and then if we like you and you have a good time, then maybe I invite you to our community, okay? And then we can talk about that. And there's more personalized basis on whatever you want to do as well on that. But this call is about free education right now today. I'm not trying to here to go over my program and all of that, okay? All right, other questions about this business specifically, okay? Does that make sense, guys? When you do arbitrage instead or co-hosting, the main key concept I want to leave you guys today is that this business will give you ultimate freedom that no other business can do, okay? I try all kinds of businesses. I got my MBA and all of that. None of them can give me all 4 type of freedom. The 4 type of freedom I'm talking about, one is money freedom. That's easy. Doctor, lawyer, have that all the time, okay? Secondly, time freedom. Can you take up 3 months off and travel to another country? Or whatever, 3 months off, just like that, whenever you want. That's time freedom. Third, relationship freedom. Can you not talk to anybody if you don't want to? Okay. For most people, you can. You got to meet the same people. You got to talk with them. Okay. Even if you do multifamily or big deals, whatever, you can have clients. You got investors. You got to talk to them. With this business, you really don't, because corporate is insurance. Okay. Yes, the once in a while you got to answer them if they something break or something, whatever, but they don't even want to see you. That's the best thing about this business. The best clients, what? Can you believe that's a client that actually don't need to see you? They don't need to talk to you, and they wire you monthly income? The only business I know of is the corporate rental business, is the insurance rental business, right? That's it. I mean, where else? Like doctor, lawyer, all that, they have to serve their client to make money. Their clients want more of them to make money. So it's more like a trap. You don't get any time, no freedom, Yeah, you're making a boatload of money, but you're working like 60 hours a week and burn out. You don't want that. Location freedom, that's the last part, okay? And then this business, yeah, you can do this anywhere around the world. And then the other key thing is this is 10 times faster than traditional real estate, actually more like 30 times faster. Because it takes forever for you to save up the money, buy the houses, all of that, right? Rehab it. Whereas you can just leverage somebody else's property and boom. Okay, how much you furnish the house? Maybe 3 bedroom. Okay, all right, we will go over that right now. Okay, so let's see here. So every week we have a different thing. Actually, Rianne, we here? Raji, Patrick, which week are we focusing on this week? I want to make sure.
Week 4, Dr. Chau, furnishing.
Furnishing, okay. All right, so That's a great question. Let me go to my furnishing right now. Get into the nitty and gritty of this, okay? All right, how to furnish for higher profit, okay? How much? About 5 to 7K, you know, to, if you know what we know, okay? If you don't know what we know, you can spend a lot of money, okay? Yeah, usually 7, maybe 8K max, okay? All right, so let's go straight into furniture. What kind of furniture? So remember, midterm is different from vacationer, okay? All they want is what? A good night's sleep, okay? Comfortable beds, a dresser, because they stay for months, good lighting, because they work from home, and then pet friendly. Why? Why pet friendly? Because that's your comparative advantage, okay? Otherwise, people would just rent hotel. Well, most people, if they have pets, they don't want to rent hotel, okay? And then if they are a family, like an insurance housing family, usually they have some kind of pet. Small pets, all right. So you want to be pet friendly, okay? You have a private fencing backyard is definitely a must. You want to have some treats for the dogs or the cats, whatever, right? And then, yeah, how much would it be? So about 5 to 10K, depending on your taste and all of that, but it shouldn't be more than that, okay? So usually about 8K, if you know what we know, okay? It's a lot better than 15 or 20K, right? And pre-owned, yeah, you can definitely do pre-owned here, okay? You don't have to buy brand new stuff. The only thing you have to buy brand new is the mattresses, definitely, which I go over that, okay? What are the must-have amenities for this? Must-have is mirrors, a lot of kitchenwares, and fake plants. Anybody know why? Have you ever go into a room and you just feel so happy? What about that room? Usually very bright. It has natural sunlight, right? It gets you happy. It has plants, even the fake plants. Your eyes will naturally go to that. Why? Because we were all born in the Garden of Eden. Okay, the garden. We wasn't born into a box. Okay, we don't like boxes, right? Imagine this picture on the right here without the plants, without the mirror. You just got some chairs and a little table. Wouldn't that be so boring, right? Would that not be inviting? No, it feel like a prison almost, right? You know, no, right? So you want as many fake plants as possible, and mirrors, so that way you have natural sunlight, and then it expand the room. Okay, that's very important. Make sense? And then kitchenware. These individuals or companies, they stay for months. So make sure the kitchenware are like you would wear at home. Like there's a rice cooker, there's a blender, there's a kettle. All of these things that mamas like cooking, right? If mama's not happy, nobody's happy. Remember that. So can't make mamas happy. It's definitely the kitchen. What else? Blackout curtains, noise reduction fan. Why? Because these nurses, individual, especially medical professional, they work night shift, right? And they need sleep. That's the most important thing. It's not the vacation rental when they need a party. That's different. You don't need a game room. You don't need a pool. You don't need like all the fancy stuff that costs you a bunch of money, especially a pool, okay? They need sleep. So blackout curtain, noise reduction fan, and what's a bonus? Humidifier with aromatherapy. That's a good bonus right there. Humidifier, aromatherapy. Make it look like a spa, okay? You can even do some ambient lighting like the fake candles, right? The fake candles look really nice as well. What are better options? Memory foam mattresses. So you can save thousands of dollars on mattresses by going memory foam, about 10 inches thick, okay, or more. You feel like luxury mattresses. You don't need thousands of dollars, okay? You want to buy, that's the only thing you want to buy brand new. And the sheets, because you don't want to have bed bugs, okay? You don't want that, okay? Don't ask me how I know. When I first started out, I was saving money buying some cheap stuff, some used mattress. Of course, they have bed bugs, and I had to throw out everything. Cost like $10,000, refund the client money and all that. That's a $10,000 mistake right there. You're welcome, okay? All right. And then stainless steel equipment for its longer life, okay? So check this out. This kitchen, if you're gonna renovate this whole kitchen from an old house, it's gonna cost you anywhere from like $30,000 to like $50,000. Okay. Why do that when you can just rent it, let somebody else do all that hard work, and you can just leverage their property and make money right away? You see what I'm saying? Boom. You have the best, nicest kitchen. You can pick and choose the property that you want to partner up with. Okay. So boom, stainless steel. Are there any specific brands or store? Yes, absolutely. We have a whole list of them, all of that within our community for our students. Okay. All right. So this is a quick overview within my community, within my coaching course. Every single week, I'm the one who coaches, not some junior coaches like other people. You know, a lot of other Airbnb coaches, they hire, you know, junior coaches that have been there for just a couple of houses and a couple of years of experience, and then they have you coach them. You probably know as much as they do. I'm like, no, I coach all my cars. So we go over every single detail, every single deals, every single picture, every single room, and not just me, but my collective intelligence of hundreds of my members. We will tell you exactly what you need to fix, exactly what to do. So every deal is a little bit different, okay? But I just want to give you a little overview of what we need to do as far as the difference between furnishing here and versus the vacation rental. Make sense? So any questions on this formula? Formula is important. For corporate housing arbitrage, you need first month rent, first month deposit, which is 5 to 7K. Buy the furniture is 7 to 9K, or rent the furniture. You can even rent the furniture. You charge the corporate clients 2 times the market rent, plus or minus utilities. So therefore, you make about double your money. So initial investment for arbitrage is anywhere from 12 to 15K, but you make 2 to 3K a month right away. So 6 months, you make your money back. Your first year, you double your money. If you double your money, that's 100% return, right? 100%. Versus how much percentage are you making on your money right now, right? If you're on CDs, like 1%. If you invest in the stock market, it could be 10% to 20% or negative 10 to 20%. That's something they don't tell you, okay? This, you make double your money, full control. Can you control the stock market? No. Can you control the crypto market? No. But you can control how many of these properties you open up, how many of these properties do you host, all this stuff, right? Yes. So that's what I'm talking about. This is incredible. You want 20 to 30,000? Just do 10 properties. If you do 2 deals a month, you get there in 5 months. 5 months from now, you can travel the world, be free, rest of your life. How you feel now? And put down in chat how you feel, okay? Now, co-hosting is the other thing I want to touch on, because if you don't have a lot of money, listen to me carefully. This is how you get into the game. 0 money down, 0 risk, pretty much, okay? Why? You simply be the connector, like Steve Jobs said, connecting the dots. You're connecting what we know about corporate clients, our resources. We have the corporate insurance clients as well that we can connect you with. And you go to the landlord who are frustrated and burnt out, don't know what they're doing, and you partner up with them, and similarly, you make a 20-30% cut, a 20-30% profit of the revenue. It's a win-win for them, it's a win-win for you, and then you don't even need to put any money down, okay? The only thing with this, you make less than arbitrage. You make about half, about $700 to $1,600 a month, depending on where you're at. If you're in New York, California, Seattle, you make like $1,600, $2,000 a month. If you're in like Texas or Carolina or regular places, you make about 700, maybe 1,000 a month. But still, you got 0 risk very much, right? Because you're not putting any money down. Does that make sense? So knowing the skill set, making money out of thin air, especially passive income, is extremely valuable. Put it in perspective, most people will spend their life fortune, like I did, to become a doctor, to learn a skill set that makes 6-figure income, but I still had to work my ass off for 40, 50 hours a week. This, you can learn this, and it doesn't take you 8 years like it took me becoming a doctor. It can take you just a few months. And then you don't have to work your butt off like I did, 40, 50 hours a week. You work like 4 hours a week. Okay. So that's why it's amazing. Okay. Imagine what would life be like when you have 10 houses making you at least 10K, 20K a month. How you feel? What you do with your life? Put out in chat. Exactly, right? You feel amazing, right? So the FAST method is a proprietary system that we have that can scale your business very fast. The F is finding the right location, S to sublease, S to set up to stand out, and then T is to tap into the corporate clients. So I want to touch on these real quick, give you a taste of what we do. So find the right location. It's about location, 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 right? We have a whole class on this, but real quick, the secret to this is the 3 H's: highways, hospitals, and hotels, okay? Highways, hospitals, and hotels. Why? Because when 2 highways intersect, that's where money flow, attention flow, money flow, okay? And then hospital and hotel drop 100 million, invest $1 billion for a hospital into opening a place there. Don't you think they already done the research? Of course, they already done the research. Why do you and I need to do more research when they already done the research? You get it? Boom. You got me? So the 3 magical H's, write that down. Where are 2 highway intersect in your city? And then there's 4 pieces of pie, right? Well, for some reason, these hotel and hospital will congregate on only one side of the track. You want to be on the right side of the track. Which 4 pieces of pie are they at? That's the side that you want to be on. And because you are renting or leveraging somebody else's property, you don't need hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy the property. You don't need years to save it up and rehab it. You're simply looking for the property on Zillow for rent, and then you rent it out and make money from it right now, right away. Make sense? Or you can partner up with them and do a split, 20% revenue or 50% the profit, whatever it is, which I guide you on how to do that as well. Make sense? So that's amazing, right? And then how you ask to sublease. So most people would say, hey, why does landlord even agree to do this? Great question. Well, if you're a landlord and I come to you and I say, hey, how would you like for me to clean the property every few months? I pay for it professionally clean. And in maintenance under $200 a month, I'll pay for it. I not even call you the middle of the night. I basically manage it for you for free. And then you worry about evictions and all of that. Well, guess what? We have corporate insurance clients where we have a track record of 0 evictions for the past 10 years doing it across hundreds of properties nationwide. Boom. Now we want to see if your property qualifies for what we do. You see, you're providing way more value to them than they can get anywhere else. Does that make sense? And then they want to know your track record. So that's why it's very hard for people to do this without the community. You guys, I don't think you understand the power of a community, the power of a team. That's why even the best player, if you're going to go to war, are you going to go to war by yourself or with an army? If you're going to go to war by yourself, are you going to win or not? Of course not, right? And yet people do that every single day in their business. They think entrepreneurship is a one-man, one-woman show. No, entrepreneurship is a team effort, is an army, a village, right? It takes a village, okay? If you don't have that, then leverage mine, okay? So this is our network here, Beyond Corporate Housing Network, and I can show you right here. If you go on Beyond, go on my network, you can actually see that we have partners in nationwide in every single major state, every major city in America, okay? You click on any one of these, is another students of mine that have success, have their own website, their own properties, and so we are much stronger as a team. Make sense? So you can leverage our track record when you're part of us. You can say, hey, I'm a part of a nationwide corporate housing network. We've actually done hundreds of these deals nationwide. Here's our website. Here's our partner website in almost every major state. And then boom. Does that make sense? That's the key, is you understand how to leverage our network, right? I leverage the whole track record of the collective intelligence of the whole team. Does that make sense, guys? That's why we win. because we win as a team. Okay, we're much stronger as a team than individual. Okay, so that's how you do it. All right. So with that being said, any questions so far? Book a free consultation call if you haven't already. Again, you get 1 hour free. Okay, that can change your life, and that hour could be taken with me if you qualify for it. Again, I have 5 spots, and I think I see here like 3 of them already fill up very fast. So you have maybe a couple spots left. So you want to click on that link and schedule a consultation call right now if you are serious about this. If not, why are you here? Okay, you can watch Netflix. It's more entertaining. Okay, I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to change your life. Okay, and the next step, if you don't take it, why are you here? You know, what's the point of wasting your time, right? So click on that link, fill it out. You get some free consultation, whether from me or my advisor. Why not? We are here to help you, right? We're here to help you succeed. This is my passion. This is my mission in life. I don't have to do this, but I want to do this, right? Taking time away from my beautiful family to be here with you, amazing people, because I love to. This is my calling. Make sense? So I want to help you. How do you do co-hosting? How you do zero money down? Understanding the profit, guys. You're renting it for $3,000, but you sublease for $6,000. If you manage it for the people, you make 20% of that $6,000. Is that fair? Of course, because you are making more for the landlord. The landlord, after all said and done, is now making an extra $700 a month instead of just breaking even. Okay, most long-term landlord only really break even or make a few $100 a month. Okay, you show them how to make triple that. They used to make, let's say for this example, they used to make only $300 a month. Well, now you're making them $1,000 a month. That's tripling their profit. They're gonna love you while you managing everything else. You know, isn't that amazing? Absolutely, right? So, if the owner manage the property, here are the things that you know that give them headaches, give them a lot of pain that you can solve. Is tenants squatting at the property? Eviction take a lot of time and money. Guess how many evictions we got? 0 for the past 9 years, right? If the owner manage the property, they have maintained the property themselves. They sometimes they got fix the toilet, fix everything themselves. They gotta go out there and fix it. Well, because we have corporate clients that pay a lot of money, we can hire professionals, and those professionals can fix those things much faster, much better than any of us can. Make sense? And then if the owner manages the property, there's no profit, right? But with us, there's definitely profit, a lot of profit, because we're renting out with double or triple the cash flow. Make sense? So the pitch to the landlord when you do co-hosting or management is, how would you like to double or triple your cash flow while I do all the work? Who doesn't want that, right? Isn't that amazing? Of course, everybody would like to double or triple your cash flow, and we do all the work for them. Remember, you only need a couple of landlords to achieve your financial freedom. Don't ever give up, guys. If they say no, you say next, okay? And then you only need really about 3 good landlord partnership, and then the rest of property gonna come from referral. Okay, once they see the profit, once they see how good you are, they can give you more of their property, more of their family property. You see, everybody have more properties and more friends. All right, again, the financial freedom formula, doing 2 a month, guys. 2 a month will set you free. If your goal is more than 20K, just do more, 2 more a month. 12 months, have 20 something property, make you 40K a month, 50K a month, right? Boom. Co-hosting, you make, instead of 2,000 a month, you make 1,000 a month. So you can do 2 a month again and get to your goal in 6 months to 12 months, right? But with co-hosting, you can do even 3 a month, right? I don't want to hold anybody back. Our best track record of students did 5 properties within their first 30 days. All 5 of them fully furnished, rented out, make 15K a month to 20K a month. And the best part is he had to travel back home for 6 months in another country, Canada, take care of his mom, and he still make money in those 6 months. And now he retired on the beach because of that, okay? So be my guest and be his record, okay? I would love you to be his record. So we are the oldest coaching community for midterm rental or corporate housing. Actually made history by sharing the secrets online through social media during the pandemic and went viral because most people back then been just doing Airbnb, vacation rental. I was like, hey, there's a better way. You know, check this out. And hey, it's cash on fire. We are the oldest coaching community. So basically, if you want to play ball with the Michael Jordan, the Kobe Bryant, come play with us. If you want to learn from the brand new kid on the block, then go with 99% of all the coaches out there. Okay. So all our advisors and everybody's graduate from our network. We have one of the biggest corporate housing network in America. Okay. And we don't want to really teach you how to do corporate clients, get corporate clients and insurance clients, by the way. Most other Airbnb coaches only get you like Airbnb and vacation rental, which is so saturated, so outdated, and so much work, right? So what does it look like to work with us? Number one, you gotta get rid of any fear, limiting belief that hold you back from your success. That's the number one thing, right? Number two is to have the fast method so you can start your own business. And then number three, we give you weekly mentoring to help you focus. And then number four, you can scale from there. That's it, okay? So 80% of your mindset is your success. 80% of your success is your mindset. Very, very important, okay? So that's why we spend a lot of time on that, okay? Okay, so we got this. All right, any questions so far? Anybody got a deal you want me to look at? A market that you want me to, you know, look at as well? Here's your chance, guys. Pop down in the chat what market you want me to look at or any deal, and I'll show you how to analyze the market within minutes. If you have a house, put out an address. I will tell you if it's a good deal or not to do this or not. Okay. Any other questions? Miami, yes. Miami, Florida. Let's go. Let's go to Miami. So let's pull up Google Maps. And you want to search for Miami, Florida. Okay, so you want to look at highways, where the highways are at, right? Major highway. So this one, like 95 is a major highway. And then you want to search for hospitals. You want to see where the major hospitals are at. Okay. Yeah, hospital here, okay. Then you want to do hotels. Okay. There you go, right? So the other key to hotels, you want to increase the price to about, let's say, depending on the area, but let's say at least $200. So you have a better hotel, where the better area are, okay? So all along the East Coast here and here, with maybe a little less, maybe like 200. Okay, see, you know, Trump International, Hilton, some of the nicer hotel, Nobu Hotel, it's nice. Okay, so you want to be as close to the beach here as possible, of course. So anywhere along the side of East 95 here, close to the beach. And I give you another bonus, another edge, is healthy grocery stores, healthy food. Okay. I promise, the longer you stay, the more I'm gonna give you. So I'll give you another secret H that we have here. Boom. You want to be close to these healthy grocery store. Why? Anybody know why? Because these is the better area, guys. People can buy Whole Food and Sprout on a daily basis. They have money. It's a good area. Makes sense? And they already done the research. Okay. Otherwise, they wouldn't put like a Whole Food here. Cost them a lot of money to open a Sprout, a Trader Joe. A lot of money. They already done the research. Makes sense? So, and then we have a few other tests that we do that proprietary only for our students, so we can't share that. But with this is amazing free information already for you guys, right? That you can really find a good market area. So for this, I would go right here where I circle is at, okay? North of Miami, circling it. Even South Miami is okay too, but north is definitely stronger. All the way to Fort Lauderdale, right? It's very, very strong. Okay. There you go. Does that make sense, guys? So all you do is go to Zillow after that and find out 3-bedroom, 2 house, two bath for rent, and then just contact them and rent it, and then make money from it. Okay. It's pretty simple. It's very cool because you know that you can get double the market rent. All right. So you will search for like 3-bedroom, 2 bath. Okay. Yeah, let me pull up Zillow. Okay. 3-bedroom, 2 bath, or even 4-bedroom, 2 bath, right? You want to do houses, entire place. You don't want to do apartments or townhouses usually. I mean, it still work, but hey, if you're gonna do business, why not doing it to a single family? It's the same amount of work. You make more from single family versus apartment. Plus, you got a lot less regulation. You know. Now, if you already have a property that is apartment town, of course this will work. But I'm saying if you're gonna expand, why not expand in nicer houses? It's the same lease. It's the same amount of work. You just make more money, and you get nicer properties, right? So, and then you want to do entire place, and then allow small pets, small dogs and small cats. Important. Okay. Okay. So now we see that we have a lot of houses that we can look at, right? So boom. So you see this? Zoom in here. A bit north. You can hit on remove boundaries, so you can look at other places too. You see how many deals are there, guys? So many deals. And there's new one every single day. You see? So you want to look for the average deal, you know, like 5,000-6,000 a month is so much, it's too much. For your property, for your deals, for your place, I say about 3,000 to 4,000 a month. So you can rent it out for 6,000 to 10,000 a month. Okay? Make sense? If, for example, like this doesn't have to be this, but I'm just saying an example, like 3,000, you can rent out for 6,000 and make about at least 2,000-3,000 a month, right away. You see what I'm saying? So there's plenty. You can even adjust the prices down to like the maximum, let's say 4,000 maximum, right? Boom. You see, I found several deals just by talking to you guys, literally just now. Okay, let somebody else do the renovation. See, this one already renovated. It's super nice. Let somebody else do that. You don't have to worry about that, right? Some of them even have furniture. They don't know what they're doing with vacation rental, and they already have the furniture. Just take over or partner with them. Make sense? You know, and Of course, you want to stay east of 95 would be better. But if it's west 95, it's closer to all the H's that I talk about, it should be okay too. Make sense? See what I mean? I can finally say with you, like this one will work as well. A lot of these will work. You get it? So you can rent this for like, let's say 3,500, and then you can rent out the company for like 7,000. You make like 3,000 a month right away. This is exactly what one of my best students did for the 5 properties. He did it in North Florida, like, you know, north of Miami area. And then those 5 properties making 15, 20K a month, every single month. Then he retired literally on the beach of Florida. Okay. So it's funny you said Florida, but yeah. And this working anywhere else, guys. Texas, Chicago, California, New York. It doesn't have to be in Florida. What if the owner cannot afford to renovate? Or you find an owner that can, okay? Remember, there's plenty of fish in the sea, okay? Find a property that already been renovated. There's new properties every single day, okay? And if you know what I know, you can expand it to different markets. It doesn't have to be one market. You can be in literally 2, 3 different markets at the same time. And that will give you even more diversity. That will give you even more, you know, less risk, diversify your risk and all of that. Make sense? Sounds good, right? Awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna play one more quick testimonial video. The link to my testimonies is in the chat too. You guys pop that link in there for them. And then, yeah, then we make it, then we wrap it up here. Okay, sounds good. So is this video play, put down the chat what questions you have, and also book a call, okay? Once you find a property, what will be the next step is call the landlord and pitch this to them, okay? All the stuff that I said earlier, you can go back and watch it, but check this out.
I want to introduce somebody very special, amazing, awesome student who's working 50 hours a week with 2 little kids. It's really blown my mind how working moms can also build a side business that within months able to make 6-figure income. Now she have 20 properties, 20 corporate housing, generating more than doctors make. And also travel. She travels, take vacation almost every single month. I'm just so happy to be able to have her here. It's Coach Ann.
Hi guys, I'm Ann. To be correct, I'm actually having 21 properties. It wasn't that I'm taking vacation every month, but actually every week. I won't be able to do all that without doing the corporate housings.
I've been following Dr. Chau for a long time on Instagram because for me, I'm thinking if I'm going to invest, I want to make sure that I invest wisely because I worked hard for my money, right? And so I've been following Dr. Chau for a long time. Our life has just been so much easier with corporate housing, with our one house. For the last months, we've spent honestly the entire time like 5 hours within like these last 5 months. So an hour a month, guys, honestly.
What I like is the access. Having access to Dr. Chau, the coach. I got his phone number. I can call him for anything. You gotta make time or get on their. What I like about Dr. Chau, he's a real guy. That's why I appreciate Dr. Chau and the program. So.
It has been a learning experience for us because it's a whole new business. We also come from corporate America, college and real estate. All of that was completely new for us. I had a hard time with making the phone calls, but like you guys said, it's just important to just go for it and make the calls. And we did. We jumped on it, started making phone calls. And after that, it really only took 2 or 3 phone calls. We got our first property in September. We went to go meet the property owner, and he's like an investor. And when he met us right away, we introduced ourselves, met him in person, shook his hand. felt like we were family. He never did a background check on us, credit check, nothing. He signed the lease that night. Definitely a blessing. And then we had our house listed within 2 weeks after that. He actually referred us to an investor friend. So our second property that we got, they offered it to us. We listed it on a Wednesday, and by Friday we had 3 inquiries, and it's booked for 3 months now. This house that we got now, we rented for $1,895, I think. With the insurance, we're charging $4,200 per month.
We have faith in this program, and we're happy with the coaches. Been really great to us. We're excited to get our 3rd and 4th property by the end of the year, hopefully. Let's go.
Within the first month of joining the program, we had a baby. The next month, we onboarded 3 houses. What is your excuse? Let's get on board.
So last year, Kathy went to our event like this, just sitting in your seat. She had one property where she was struggling with short-term rental, blah, blah, blah. And now fast forward, we're a year now. How many properties you have now? 6. On average, $2K a month for properties. You're making 6-figure income, man, in 1 year.
Right now, I have 3 properties.
Awesome. And how much you make average per property per month?
About 3 to 3.5 per property.
$3,000 to $3,500 per property. So, man, you were killing it. And those 3 properties making almost $10K a month.
I started my program last September. I started with nothing, had just enough money to get 1 house. Now I'm at 9 houses. I took 5 houses last October. My gross annual right now per month is about $65,000 a month.
This is one of the best masterminds I've been to. I've formed a lot of great relationships, partnerships, just from this one weekend. Better concepts of how to do this business, what to say, how to do it, who to do it with, who not to do it with.
Thank you, Dr. Chau. Thank you for this event. I felt truly at home.
This live event was just life-changing for me. On behalf of my family, I know it's going to do well for us. I'm so excited for the future. Thank you.
There was a point in your life, I am sure, Dr. Chau, that I don't know if you envisioned or where this whole idea came from, but you're absolutely a trailblazer and a pioneer, and it must have taken a whole lot of chutzpah, a lot of courage, a lot of determination, stamina, energy, really.
All right. So any last questions? Here, if not, we're gonna end everything on pitch state, okay? Put the hand in like this, like a team. We're gonna count down 10 to 1, and we celebrate as if everything is possible for you, as if you already achieved it. Imagine you're making 20, 30K a month right now. It's already been a year. What would you do for your family? Where can you go? You can take them anywhere around the world. Where you go? Is it lifetime long cruises? Whatever it is, okay? So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna actually show you a little bit about my background here, so that way, you know, maybe that will inspire you. So come with me. For those of you, a little treat here when you, cause you stay longer. So I'm gonna share with you my special happy place. Okay, my happy place right here, literally in my backyard. So, all right, 1 second here. It's a little windy, so. Bear with me. All right, there you go. The most expensive beach in the world. It is really is. And, you know, enjoy the beautiful sunset every single day right there. So count out with me. Let's go, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Freedom! Yes, 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 yes. Woo! Celebrate your freedom. Congratulations, guys. God bless you guys. I see you on the call. Never give up on your dreams, your goal, and come and celebrate on the beaches of the world with us, all right? Take care, guys. God bless. Bye-bye. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.